So mathematically, it's a great time to sell Bitcoin and move into these other coins because these are the coins that are going to pump next if it follows the pattern that's been following in this bull run for literally the last year and a half. Every single time Bitcoin is pumped, these coins have pumped next. And if you had money in these coins, you made a lot more money than keeping it in Bitcoin. So if people are going to freak out and lose their damn mind because I'm saying this is statistically, mathematically the better way to make money, by all means, but math is a real thing. Look, Bitcoin's pumping really hard right now. And by really hard, I mean pumping like 3 to 5%. So by actual money making standards, no, it's not really making that much money. However, when Bitcoin does this, we're going to see certain coins 2, 3, 5x. And the good thing about Bitcoin pumping is Bitcoin's very hard to read. I'm not good at reading Bitcoin. I don't even try to do it anymore. However, when Bitcoin is doing this, it's a lot like a groundhog on Groundhog Day. When Bitcoin goes up, it means we're at least going to have another 1 to 2 months of alt pumps, and it's going to work its way down the chart just like it always did. What we just saw, in my opinion, is a clean reset of the cycle that goes Bitcoin, Ethereum, top 100 alts, and then microcap. And so where we want to be next, where we want to be looking at right now, is going to be those top 25 coins and top 100 coins if we want to make some quick money. And then if we want to make insane gains, I'm talking 10, 20, 30x's, we need to catch the ecosystems that are pumping. We need to catch the microcaps that are tied to them, but even better, the NFTs underneath them. For example, if you got onto Solana NFTs when Solana started pumping, you were up a clean 30, 50, 100x in some examples. You're not going to see that in altcoins because NFTs are just insane. So what we want to do is we want to catch this trend. Bitcoin pumps, Ethereum pumps, top 25, top 100, microcaps, but even better, the NFTs underneath those ecosystems. We catch that ladder curve right there, we're going to make a lot of money very quickly by catching this cascade down from Bitcoin. And we're going to make a lot more money if we just pleasantly sat in Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's the point I'm trying to make. Then the last place you want to be is in what's pumping right now. Look, if you want to store your money in Bitcoin, by all means, do it. I'm here to make a lot of money in crypto very quickly. And so if that's not your objective, that's fine. We disagree on that. We're not investing in the same way. So cool your panties. Untighten your pants. Because if you are trying to make quick money here, this is how you do it. Let me show you. So look, you have to be aware of this pattern. And it's not a very big secret pattern, but since we have so many new people getting into crypto, I'll spell it out just for everybody. So look, you can see this last pump here for Bitcoin. It started around, this is when the big rally started to happen. And we saw this huge rally from 30,000 to 40,000. This started about 725, 720 through here. Now, of course, there were some other gains we made here, but of course, these are all right gains. Okay, from 40 to where it gaggled around, it's about a 30% gain from here. Okay, guys, I'm not trying to get 30% gains here. If you're delighted with those gains in Bitcoin, by all means. But what you need to look at right here is around the same time frame right after Bitcoin started, which was around 720, ending around 730. Then we saw Ethereum take off. And so you saw insane gains in Ethereum and much better gains in Ethereum. But here's where it gets a little bit more wonkier. If you look at when Ethereum started its pump, okay, about 8.1 to 8.10, and we saw this, all right, gains from this point right here. What then happened is around when Ethereum started to slow down, look at the gains that we could have gotten here on AVAX, all right, from 19 to $70. And then from around this time frame, look at the gains that came in on Joe, okay, the DEX on AVAX. So what's the point of this video? What I'm trying to focus on right here is we can disagree all day on Bitcoin. I'm never going to agree with anybody on Bitcoin and why people hold in it. And I stand absolutely firm by saying that you should sell it right now while it's pumping and invest in the things that are pumping next, because we want to get 2 and 3x's, not fairly quickly, not a good 20, 25% over a couple months. That's just not what I'm looking for. If you are, by all means, dude, do it. What I'm trying to catch is I'm trying to catch this. I'm trying to catch this right here. Because if we do see a $100,000, $150,000 Bitcoin, which, guys, at this point, I don't know. I seriously just don't know. The ETFs could not come and we could see this crash. This could be a typical, again, I'm going to say it over and over again, dead cat bounce, where we're returning back to the normal phase of Bitcoin. I don't know what's going to happen with Bitcoin, but it is a good indicator of where the market's going to go. And when it does pump like this, we're probably going to see about 1 to 2 more months of breathing room for alts. And so what I'm going to try and catch right here is I'm going to try and catch this. We're seeing a nice reset on alts. You're seeing alts really starting to suffer right now. Okay, but I believe if we see $150,000 Bitcoin, if we see that, it's all based on that, we're going to see a 200, 300% perhaps even $400 AVAX. Okay, the market cap on AVAX could easily 10x, it could 5x from here more realistically. We'd easily see a $300 AVAX. And if you don't think that can happen, just check out Solana's rise right here during this last run up. Okay, you can see when Ethereum started to lose steam, holy moly, it was unstoppable. And then if you look underneath these things, the place where you get the really stupid gains at are going to be the ecosystems underneath them. Okay, and if during this run up right here, what you also need to be focusing on is you need to look at when Solana was doing this, this was the time to start buying Solana NFTs. If you got into Solana NFTs right here, you were up 30, 50x easily. So if you're looking to actually turn $500,000 into $50,000, the place to be looking at is when these ecosystems start to pump or you smell them pumping, look at the NFTs on the ecosystems. That's the point I'm trying to make here. And I know I ruffle some feathers with the Bitcoin is sell it now stuff. That's intentional. I like making you guys mad. But to me, it's very unlikely that we see a 120, 100K Bitcoin on this run up. We could get up to 70K or something at this point. We could also eat a pile of turds. That being said, if we get up to 70K, we're going to see these lower alts right here, particularly the top 25 ones, do some very nutty things as there's more breathing room in the market then, and people are going to really start foaming in these bigger alts. And then the micro caps underneath them are going to explode. The ecosystems. And here's what I'm actually personally looking at right now. Okay, again, it all rides on Bitcoin. It all rides on what Bitcoin does. Again, I don't own. It all rides on what Bitcoin does. Again, I don't own any Bitcoin because I want to make 200, 300% gains per run up. Okay, so every single time Bitcoin does a run up, it gives you about 1 to 2 months of breathing room where you can make a 2 to 3x in a lot of these coins. Or if you're really crazy and smart, you can make a lot of money in the lower cap gems, but I'm not going to talk about in this video because I talk about that all the time. But I really think the narrative coming into this and where we need to be looking at particularly is going to be Polygon, AVAX of course, and then Immutable X. I don't know if you've used Immutable X for NFTs, but it absolutely just changed the game for Ethereum NFTs. You can buy them with credit cards, you can buy them without gas. Most of gaming crypto, and a lot of gaming crypto that's on Ethereum, is also on Ethereum. My big bet is we are inches away from seeing the massive blow up in gaming crypto. For example, we've just seen Ethereum go absolutely nuts here. It's been going nuts all year during the Bitcoin bear market. And this is fueled by adoption. And it's really putting things, and it's really putting the smart contract systems that it's on to the test. So in my opinion right here, Polygon and Immutable are going to potentially, the narrative, I don't know if this is going to be the long-term future because Polygon has a lot of problems whenever you use it. But if gaming crypto really starts riding up right here, we're going to see Polygon go nuts, and we're also going to see Immutable X go nuts. And I think what we're about to also see is a big run up in Ethereum. Again, you guys know I don't really like Ethereum, but when you stack particularly Immutable X on top of Ethereum, and if Polygon can speed up and fix a few of its problems, we could see a massive run up in Ethereum. But again, we don't want to invest in Ethereum for this run up. All right, we're going to see a $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 Ethereum. Again, a 3x is cool, but we're not going to see that quickly. We can easily see a 3x in Polygon or a 5, 6x in Immutable X whenever you're able to get access to that coin. And again, like I stated before, what have I been doing because I think Immutable X is about to pop? I'm buying all the Immutable X NFTs I can get my hands on. For example, Moody Crows and Astro Bros, I've invested very heavily in because if you look what happened on Solana with their NFTs, it popped up. So just to recap the video, guys, I want to be very clear here. I don't own any Bitcoin. If I did own Bitcoin right now, I would sell all of it because I want to actually make money and get out of the market. If you don't want to make fast money and not get out of the market, don't sell your Bitcoin. I don't care what you do. It's cool. You can do whatever you want. And I get it. People like to say, well, you missed the Bitcoin pump. You're really going to have to understand, I have a hard time regretting these decisions when last time I said, I'm not holding Bitcoin. I'm going to be investing in these coins to catch the pump. And I called these coins on Twitter. For example, UFO Gaming went from all the way down here to where it is right now. I almost a clear 5x in the same time frame. Altura went all the way from 9 cents to 50 cents, a clean 5x. D-Race went from 8 cents to $3.20, actually $4 if you took profits right here. And Virtue Poker, for example, netted a clean 10x if you took profits up here on this pump. Again, we can look at more basic calls like Joe right here, which went from $1.15 all the way up to $4 during this pump right here. Again, you need to take profits when these things happen. And look, guys, I want to make something very clear. Why do I invest like this and why do I not like Bitcoin? Is it to make you guys mad and troll you? Yes. sometimes. But on a real note, I don't like Bitcoin because it's not good at making money. I know this is crazy, but my goal in crypto is to make gains as fast as possible. If I had $100,000 in Bitcoin when it started to pump before and I said ignore it, I'd have about $130,000 right now. If I went into my worst calls when I started ignoring Bitcoin, I'd have $200,000, $300,000. If I went into my best calls or heck just got a cyberkong, I'd have $700,000 to $1 million. I know this is a controversial statement to people that can't handle their emotions in crypto, but the goal in crypto is to make as much money as possible. That is the goal, the end. And over the last 3 months, if I had held my money in Bitcoin, I would have made hundreds of thousands of dollars. Instead, I invested like this and made millions and millions of dollars. And so please understand that. That's why I'm not going to back down or bow down to people that say, you should have held your Bitcoin, you missed a pump, when clearly that was not the right decision. It made significantly multiples less money than going investing in things that are about to pump or investing in the NFTs underneath them. So as altcoins right now are starting to dip because Bitcoin is pumping and we're seeing a clean reset, guess what I'm going to do again? I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to hold Bitcoin. No, I'm going to ignore Bitcoin just like I did before and look at what's about to pump. Because again, I'm here to get the biggest number possible, not invest in freedom coins or join a cult. And then what I would primarily do, as long as Bitcoin keeps giving us breathing room, is I would go invest in the coins that are going to pump after Ethereum probably pumps here very soon. Now, it's up to your taste. It's up to what you want to look at right here. And when you go and invest in these smart contract systems, invest in the ecosystems underneath it. For example, Avalanche has Joe, its DEX underneath it, but more so the NFTs underneath it. Because when an ecosystem starts to pump, all the NFTs on it start to go nuts. So my bet right here coming up is going to be Polygon and Immutable X and the NFTs on Immutable X, as well as AVAX and Joe if I'm playing in DeFi. You guys know I primarily look 100% at gaming cryptos, but like I said in the last few videos, those are the ones I'm looking at. We already just saw a massive pump in gaming cryptos. Okay, Illuvium, Axie, UFO, Cetify, Engine Starter, all of these just went absolutely insane. So we just made a ton of money in gaming crypto. If you've been investing in gaming crypto like with me the last few months, you've made a massive amount of money. But I don't think we're going to see the next leg up on gaming cryptos until we see this DeFi bump. So we're probably going to see Bitcoin continue to pump here. Again, I can't predict Bitcoin, but if it does continue to pump, we're going to see Ethereum pump, then we're going to see the top 100 pump, the ecosystem underneath them and the NFTs underneath them. We're probably going to swing back to gaming in some point right there. Gaming is really pumped up right now, so I'd personally actually kind of wait just a little bit till it slows down. Okay, it's been on an absolute tear. And if you don't know about crypto gaming, Axie is basically the Bitcoin of crypto gaming. Crypto gaming runs and pumps off of Axie, not so much Bitcoin. So it's almost its own market at this point, which is why that's what I operate in. Anyways, guys, that's the quick video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see the things I'm buying a lot earlier, the specific NFTs, whatnot, like Moody Crows, for example, or Engine Starter, which just did a 3x the last few days. I called all these out on Twitter at ZSS Becker. You should follow me there. You get updates quicker. I don't have anything else to say. I just wanted to get this video to you. I'll see you in the next one.